What's up, everybody? It's Welcome to my California Clipper YouTube channel. I'm out here at Walmart today, and it is another rainy day. If it's raining by you, please drive safely. Welcome. If you're new here, say hello, and please like and subscribe. I really appreciate y'all so much. I am starting off with a referral bonus, $7, and a free turkey. So thank you so much, Mo. I thought everybody at this point had IBOTTA, at least everyone I know in real life does, so I did not think I was going to get a free turkey. I'm going to show you a really great deal for that at the end of this video over at Safeway. And I wanted to mention, in case you missed it in my Target video, there is a program called Lasagna Love, and you can request for your neighbor, not your actual neighbor, but, well, maybe they are, but someone in your community to make you a free lasagna. You can request those once a month. And then in my community tab, I mentioned that Impossible Foods is providing $10 worth of coupons for people that are facing food instability. So I thought that was really wonderful. It's really nice to see big corporations step up. So starting off with my bonuses, I have a $5 cash casserole bonus, 19 offers for $5, and that expires on the 23rd. So I have 2 weeks, and I have a $5 weekend wishbone bonus, 10 offers for $5. I am going to hit that today. I'm really happy with my casserole bonus. That is so hard for me to say. I don't know why, because my last bonus rounds, I didn't have anything. My husband's account had one, but I didn't have one on mine. So I'm really happy to get this back again. All right. If you have this in your store, the Ensure Max Protein is totally free, $3.98 back. Could even be a moneymaker. I don't know. My store doesn't carry it. And this is another really easy moneymaker. So the emergency in the travel section is priced at $1.50. We have $2 back with a limit of 3. That's on IBOTTA and Walmart Cash. So it is a 50-cent moneymaker. And if you don't want to do that and you'd rather pick up this larger container, the 30-pack is priced at $16.78 in my store, and we have a number of offers attaching. So when you pick up 2 of these, it's going to come to $33.56, and you can earn back $2 on each one on IBOTTA, so that's $4. You can get $6 back on Swag Bucks, and then you can get $2.75 2 times back on Checkout 51. So when you combine all of those offers, it comes to $18.06 or $9.03 per container. So it's not too bad. It's buy one, get one free if this is something that you like. And the Colgate motorized toothbrush, the cheapest one I could find is $8.96. We have $3 back on Checkout 51, $4 back on IBOTTA. That comes down to just $1.96, but it is one per account. And I was able to find 2 more of these Hello toothpaste on clearance. So I checked last week. I couldn't find any more. Well, I guess they found 2 random ones. My store's renovating, so things are all over the place. But I found 2 of these at $2.50 each. And so these are going to be 50-cent moneymakers, because at $2.50 each, it'll come to $5, $3 back on Swag Bucks, and $2.50 back on Checkout 51. That's $1.25 2 times. Makes it totally free, plus a 50-cent moneymaker. This deal is not as good as last week, but it's still pretty decent. So the soft soaps, the apple, the peppermint, and the pumpkin are $5.97 each. When you pick up 2, it'll come to $11.94. And we have $1.50 back on each one on Checkout 51, and we have $5 back on Swag Bucks when you buy 2. And of course, you can use Swag Bucks, Inbox Dollars, You Promise, etc., whatever of the sister apps that you like to use. So you get $8 back. So it'll come down to $3.94 or $1.97 each. And the U-Cern is on Checkout 51, Swag Bucks, or the sister apps, and IBOTTA. And so instead of $9.97, it'll come down to just 97 cents. I'm not a big Old Spice person, neither is my husband. Otherwise, I would have picked these up. They're usually $7.97, and they're on clearance for just $3. And on my Fetch account, I have $3 back when you buy $24 worth. It comes down to just $2.63 each. I don't know, I just wasn't sure if I can get rid of them or not. I have a hard time getting rid of deodorants. And the Head and Shoulders section had a bunch of items on clearance. Clearance varies from store to store, but it might be worth checking out. This $2 listing here is for the smaller bourbon 2-in-1 men Head and Shoulders. There's a few different offers on SHOPKICK, and so it's for the smaller bag and the larger bag. So the 3-pound bag, you get 410 kicks and scans, and you can divide that by 250 to come up with a dollar amount. So that's $1.64 back. Plus you have a 10 cents any cat litter attaching for whatever reason, because this obviously isn't cat litter. So that one comes down to just $4.54. So that's not too bad. And then the larger container over here is $15.73. And for that one, we have 1,010 kicks and scans, and we still have our any cat litter attaching on IBOTTA. And so I thought this was pretty good if you want to pick this up. Instead of $15.73, it comes down to $11.59. So $4 savings. I don't usually see a ton of savings on cat food. I do on dog food, but for some reason not on cat food. The Airwick Essential Mist is not as good as it was, but it's still pretty decent if this is something that you use. So we have 575 on SHOPKICK, which is $2.30. We have $4 back on IBOTTA. And so instead of $9.98, it'll come down to just $3.68. So that's pretty decent. And I was going to share this in my video, but you can see that on my screenshot, it says 1 minute ago. So I just missed the 7th generation, but it's actually a good thing because I hate posting deals that have already expired. It makes me feel like I'm wasting my time with my video. In case it does reset, I did want to mention that there still is a 7th generation dishwasher tabs on Fetch, and there's also an IBOTTA rebate if it resets. So it might be worth looking into if that's a product that you use. This smaller Suavitel over here is priced at $4.47, and so if you want to pick up 2 of these, it'll come to $8.94. We have $1.75 back on each one on checkout 51, as well as $2 back on Swagbucks, etc. So it'll come down to just $3.44 or $1.72 each. I was really hoping that we'd have an IBOTTA rebate attaching, but I don't have anything on my account. And the gold medal is currently on rollback for $3.82 for this flour. We have 50 cents back as well as 10 cents any brand flour, so it comes down to just $3.22. I picked this up because we have the holidays coming up and I got to make some pies. If your store carries the stir, we have one for free on IBOTTA. We still have our free Rockstar. They're priced at $1.88. I do have a 5-cent can fee for being in California, but if you pick up 2, it ends up being a 14-cent moneymaker even with the 5 cents. And the Ritz crackers, I went over this last week, but in case you missed it, they're $4.16. We have $2 back on Fetch as well as 50 cents back on IBOTTA, so that makes it a pretty good deal. I really was hoping to find these pies. My husband is obsessed with pie, but I could not find the correct flavor. So if you do look in your store, it's only on the strawberry cream or the turtle cream, and it's for the full-sized pie only. And in my clearance section, I had these Gatorade Zeros. They're usually $4.58. They're on clearance for $2. And when you buy 3, you can get $1 back. So instead of $6 for 3, it would be $5 for 3, which I guess usually would be close to $15, but you know. And the Success Rice is usually $2.58. It's on clearance at my store for $1.50. And with 75 cents back, it makes it just 75 cents. And since I couldn't find any of the Chips Ahoy in my store, I ended up picking up 3 of these and maxing it out. And if you can find the Taste Delis, I believe they'd probably be in the kids section. My store is totally sold out, but we do have a freebie on Social Nature. Some quick repeat deals for Walmart is the L'Oreal. We still have our $4 back, so instead of $6.42, it would come down to just $2.42. And the Vaseline, I really wish I realized that this had reset, but I didn't. It's $3.98. We still have 405 kicks and scans on SHOPKICK, and it does attach to this one. I scanned it last week, and it totally worked. So that's $1.62 back, as well as $2 back on IBOTTA. I know I should have picked it up, but I didn't realize in the store that my IBOTTA had reset. It comes down to just 36 cents, so that's a really great deal. So over at Safeway this week, we have a buy one, get one free on turkeys. And that's perfect because thanks to Mo, I have a free turkey. And so I kind of scoured through trying to find 2 that are somewhat comparable in price. There's a few of these that are like $20. I don't need a huge turkey. My family's kind of small. And this is going to be for a later time because I already have Thanksgiving plans. So it's not like I need it for that. I ended up finding 2 that were comparably priced, $15.84 and $14.08. So the $14.08 one was totally free. And then I got the $13.65 back. So it ended up costing me $2.19 for 2 turkeys or $1.08 each. And the Bertolli sauce is totally free again this week. So we have 1,000 kicks or $4 back on SHOPKICK. So really easy freebie. And I love stocking up on this stuff. And lastly, I wanted to mention that my Safeway has 75% off of Halloween candy. It's the only store I've seen that still has Halloween candy in stock. And if you have the Crunch White or the Butterfinger marshmallow, I have not been able to find it anywhere. I've seen some people find it in gas stations, but we have 3,000 points back on Fetch now. So here's everything I picked up today, and I have 100% savings. I combined my Safeway cart and my Walmart cart. That's why the Bertolli looks kind of funny. But these are all the items that I do have here at home, and 100% savings. So the retail is $119.71. I ended up paying $92.83 out of pocket. That is in part due to my free turkey and then a few items I found on clearance. And it ended up being totally free plus a 17-cent moneymaker. That is due to my $7 referral bonus. And I also had the free turkey, thank you, Mo. And I hit my $5 weekends wishbone bonus because I only needed 10 offers. And that was super easy, especially with all of my emergency pickups. And I did use Walmart cash, and then I used my account and my husband's account. That's why I have so many of the emergencies. I literally just cleared out the store. That's all they had was 8 packs. All right, I hope you are having an absolutely fantastic week. Enjoy your weekends, whatever day it is for you. Have a blessed day, and I will see you later at Target. Bye.